Cypress testing is an end-to-end testing framework for web applications that runs directly in the browser to ensure functionality and performance. If you want to download Cypress and try it out, simply go to cypress.io, click on npm install Cypress, click npm install Cypress, go to your command line, paste it in there, hit enter. After a few minutes, it's going to look like that. npx Cypress open. Give it some access. Yeah, there we go. We have it running. We just click on continue, and then we're presented with this landing page. End-to-end testing. That's the full value testing. Most people use this, so we're going to click on that. We're just going to have to wait a little while. Now it's going to do some configuration files. Just leave it as it is. Select continue. And as you can see, it's after shitting the bed. Okay, so I ran into a little problem. And what I did an npm uninstall. And then I reinstalled it. And that didn't solve the problem. So then I did an rmdir on this folder name. As you can see, it was here. And it was pointing to my local data. But now we're in a position where we can actually do an npx Cypress open. Click on end-to-end testing, full value testing. We're not interested in components. And we can use Chrome. And we can say start end-to-end testing in Chrome. Click on that. And I've no idea what it's fucking doing right now. Apart from taking forever. After waiting what seems like an eternity, you'll end up with a Chrome browser and it says Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. So in this example, I'm after clicking on Edge. I think it went in the background and downloaded the browser as well. A lot of output here, and the Edge icon appeared. So now we can click on New Spec. We're just going to leave it as is. Spec is essentially a test case. Create a spec. And there's the little bit of code we have. So let's click on Run the Spec. Your tests are loading. We're going and we're visiting the example cypress.io, and we're just checking that the web page can be loaded. The message here is saying cannot show snapshot while tests are running. It fell back to HTTP, and it's letting you know that Microsoft Edge is being controlled by automated test software. Cypress. On the command line, you can still see it's doing a lot of gets. It's very heavy on the processor right now. But it's still responding. It is terribly slow initially. But as you can see, it has run the test by going to example cypress.io, and over here we see the test passes and the body has come down. Now if we click over here and click on spec cy.js, we'll open in IDE. I have Visual Studio Code, so we'll save those changes. So there we have spec.cy for Cypress.js for JavaScript. There are no errors. The description, template spec, it passes if you can successfully visit that. In other words, you're getting a 200 OK on the back end. So Let's do a real test, okay? Let's just take this code, paste it in there. And we can see now it's changed to visits the kitchen sink. We go back here and it's already refreshed it. It's already updated it, okay? You can hit the OR key to rerun your tests. 157 milliseconds, 145. It's quite quick. Now that we're in the kitchen sink, if we search for type, you'll see it appears here. We click on type, and the page that comes back contains commands and actions. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to take the second piece of code. My first test finds the content type. It visits cy, Cypress visit, example cypress.io, and cy.contains type. So let's try that. Paste it in here. Control numpad plus. Make it a little bit easier to read. So if we go back to this runner, you can see it's already updated. And we'll run that test. So it went to kitchen sink, and it finds the type. There it is there, you see. And then we visit that, and it contains the command, okay? Now step 3 is to click on an element. So again, it's describe my first test. It clicks the link type, visits example Cypress, and it contains the type link, which you then click on. So let's copy that. So it's going to go from type to click, okay? This is added in there. If we go back to the runner, it's already done that. It's very quick. It actually clicked on it, and now we're on the correct page. If we go back to the next piece of code, now we're going to make an assertion, right? We've done the click. We're going to go URL should include commands and actions. Commands and actions, you see it here? So let's take that code, go in here. So now another little test, okay? It has already run. I can run it a second time if you like. All right. 369 milliseconds. The assert expected it to include commands and actions, and it did. So if we scroll down a little bit further, we can say the URL should include commands and actions. Get.action email type fake email. We're going to get an input, type into it, okay? Fake email. And verify the value has been updated. Action.email should have value fake email. So let's try that. It's nearly finished, and we've typed in fake email. The test has run correctly. Okay. We've typed something in, and we've checked that it is correctly there. And basically, that's your introduction to Cypress.